We'll continue our discussion on Dayananda Saraswati. Okay. We saw, he has left his house in search of truth, and he was along with sadhus, and most of the sadhus were not were fallen and fraud. So he was actually. In the meanwhile, his father searched for him and came to take him back to the home. But he actually refuses. Actually, he hides in a tree so that father couldn't locate him and he has to leave. Later, he continues alone. So he knows that the normal sadhus are not really interested in knowledge. They are simply passing life. So later he meets Swarupananda. So he actually gives him, Swami Swarupananda and understand him is a true seeker. And he gives a name, he makes him a sannyasi and makes him and gave him a new name, Swami Dayananda Saraswati. And in this name only later he became very popular. But then he actually is looking for a true guru from whom he to learn. So finally he finds that actually even he comes across another Mahant who actually promised he has a rich mutt and he tried to make him disciple and head of the mutt. But he refuses and he goes further. Later he comes to know that Vijayānanda in Mathura is a very learned, highly evolved person. So he goes to come. Then he asks him whether do you know grammar? He says, yes, I know some. I have studied Kaumudi and Saraswati. So basically, so Vijayananda accepts him as a disciple and he learns from him. And every day he has to take the lesson and repeat. And one day he is not able to repeat it. Then actually Vijayananda is so furious that he asks him to leave. If you can't remember the lesson, I won't repeat the lesson. Later he meditate and concentrate and Dayananda is able to recite the lesson properly. So his guru was very strict. And his guru said that none of his relatives should be allowed. Actually the guru is blind. Now, earlier he had eyesight, but now he is blind. And he didn't want to meet any of his relatives. Once Dayananda Saraswati actually tried to help someone to see him, ex-relative to see him. So this creates a problem. And one of his other disciples reports about it to the Vijayānanda. So his guru says that leave the place. So actually after some time, okay, that sometime he is reconciled. Okay. So but once after 2.5 years of disciple, his guru is satisfied with him and says that you are my star disciple, you should make people realize. The whole argument is in these people, in this context is Vedas. Only Veda is authority, later Puranas are not to be given him authority. This is where they differ. Okay, so they reject ideal worships. So all those beliefs and practices which came later, they consider as a distortion of truth. So this is actually the key is back to Vedas. So then Dayananda Saraswati start to give his message, and he has debates with Pandits and try to win them, and that is how he start his mission. Thank you.